Hi, I'm Chris, and I have a question for you. Can you tell me which of these 3 women wants to fuck you tonight? It's not the one you think. Stick around for the short presentation, and I'm going to show you how to find the women genetically hardwired to want to fuck you, even in a crowded bar. This is so easy, you'll be shocked that you're working so hard to attract women before. The secret to leveraging the sexual attraction you already have so women want to start approaching you. And how you can use these secrets to bang women you already know without looking like a sleazeball and getting rejected. This is very important for hooking up with your female friends or even a woman you work with. Now, this information is not for everyone. For one, if you watch this video until the end, you will learn a simple trick that's likely to get you laid in the next 24 hours. This is the same trick I've taught to over 10,000 guys that are now using it to get laid with hot women all around the world. So, if you don't want a beautiful woman to strip off her bra and panties and hop into bed with you tonight, then I'll have to ask you to leave at once. Secondly, and I don't want to be a dick, but if you feel that sleeping with women in just 5 minutes is morally wrong or dirty, then you should probably leave too. Look, I'm going to be 100% honest here and admit this technique is a bit sneaky. You're basically going to be cheating by seducing women using an undetectable attraction technique. In fact, you can use this in your everyday normal conversations to make women horny without them having a clue to what you're up to. And some guys are even using it to get girls they've secretly been in love with for years. Or just bang their ex-girlfriends. Now, for the past few years, I've managed to keep this technique a secret that only my inner circle of top students had access to. But since this went viral, even some experts in the media are calling this the easiest and most effective system for getting laid. And although this technique will work even if you don't have good looks, money, or status, I won't BS you. The truth is, I'm not hideously ugly. I'm okay looking. I'm 5'5", likely shorter than you, and I rarely get compliments on my looks. In fact, just a few months ago, women would always tell me that I wasn't good looking or tall enough to ever date a gorgeous woman. If you've ever been rejected because of your size, nationality, or looks, then you know how depressed this made me. But since I started using this technique, I've managed to get laid a ridiculous amount, including cover girls, porn stars, and more. Now, getting laid is fun, but I was also able to use this to get a girl that I secretly liked for a long time. A girl that realistically should be way out of my league in terms of looks and personality. And the only reason I got her is this trick works even better if you're not the type of guy she normally dates. In other words, this stuff works like crack on hot chicks. Now, despite all the success I've been having, you may be wondering if I can really help you with your situation. Well, I'm not the best guy at tooting my own horn, but every day I get to read some of the hundreds of emails pouring in from guys all over the world. First from Mike. I lost my virginity today by using your method. This is amazing. I have so much respect for you. You are a great teacher. And from Art. Hey, 60, you're the man. Met a new girl a few days ago and just got back from spending the night at her place. And I'm meeting up with another girl later tonight. I can see how this gets out of hand fast. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what Mike and Art did to start getting hot women into bed regularly. First, you need to know the big lie that is outright robbing you of your success with women. This is the same lie the seduction gurus have been telling you for years. And believe me, if they knew I was sharing this secret, they would freak the fuck out. You ready? The big lie that's been keeping you from dating the women you desire is that in order to get laid, you need to make women like you. Sorry, but that's not how sexual attraction works. The truth is, she doesn't even have to like you to sleep with you. In fact, women sleep with guys they don't like all the time. We've all had to endure the pain of seeing a girl we like dating some jerk that treats her like crap. But here's the crazy part. It's not their bad attitudes or even their lack of basic manners that are attracting all these women. So what are these total dickwads doing to steal our girlfriends and get laid almost every night they go out? And how can we steal their secret and use it to reclaim the girls that are rightfully ours? It's simple, really. Instead of worrying about being liked, they focus on getting laid. They bypass the logical part of a woman's brain and tap directly into the primal region, the part of her brain that craves sex. In other words, their whole game revolves around making girls horny. Now, as much as we'd like to ignore science when it comes to something we don't want to hear, we have to look at the real hard data. In 90% of scientific studies, women decide if they're attracted to you instantaneously, not 30 seconds later, and definitely not after 20 minutes or hours of talking. In fact, it's hardwired in a woman's brain. So before you even have time to kick your game, it's either on or off. The science proves that we really don't have enough time to show her what a great guy we are or attract her with pickup artist routines. And it gets worse. Even if she's already decided she'd never sleep with you in a million years, she'll still talk to you. And she'll still laugh at your jokes. She might even give you her phone number. But if that initial spark isn't there, what you really want, sex, a fuck buddy, a relationship, that will never happen. So Chris, what's the good news? Well, the good news is there are a lot more women genetically hardwired to want to fuck you than you think. The fact that you've been struggling in this area may make you think that it's hard to find women who already want you. But if there's a group of smoking hot women at a bar or a club, at least 30% of them have it built into their DNA to want to fuck you. In fact, there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of hot and horny women that you come across every day pre-programmed to want you. So yes, you can actually have sex with one of these women tonight if you just followed what I'm about to show you. See, there's really only two simple things you need to do to get laid tonight. Number one, turn her on so she feels a tiny spark for you. And number two, magnify that spark into a raging fire so she's ripping off your pants. Oh, you want more good news? You don't have to say anything to do it. In fact, the more talkative, funny, and interesting you try to be, the less chance you have of getting this to work. That's why most guys spend hours entertaining and getting nothing but a peck on the cheek. While the guys that know this trick can do almost nothing and still get her naked in just minutes. This is how it works. When you meet a woman that has that initial spark for you, you turn her on using sexual tension. Get her to silently agree to it. I'll show you how in just a second. And then quietly take her by the hand where you two can be alone. Sound easy? Well, most likely you've been lied to by the gurus about what really creates sexual tension. Think about the idea of social tension in general. How do people break an awkward moment? By talking, joking, laughing, changing the subject. Now, if the tension is bad, like say during an awkward moment at work, then talking or laughing is a pretty good idea if you want to diffuse it. But what if the tension is good? What if it's sexual tension? The type of tension where a woman can't stop imagining what it would be like to get in bed naked with you. You ever get that feeling when you're looking into a woman's eyes and you're wondering what it would be like to kiss her? It's so hot that you start to feel a bit horny. And she's getting turned on as well. Because when a woman feels sexual tension, she knows she better get a break soon. Because if not, her panties are going to become soaking wet. And she's going to do anything she can to fuck you tonight. Now, what do most dating gurus tell you once you get a girl to this point? They'll say, tell a joke, get her laughing, tease her, be cocky funny, bro. Really? Really? That's pretty much taking her raging fire of attraction and dumping a cold bucket of water over it and extinguishing the flames. Let me tell you straight up, any girl you've had the feeling of sexual tension with, where you were getting turned on and she looked like she was getting horny, you could have fucked her. And you were actually just seconds away from getting her home and naked in your bed. But instead of letting nature automatically do the work for you, you kept talking or you made a joke and you killed all that sexual tension, and that's why you didn't get laid. The gurus who told you to keep talking were literally stealing your woman and ruining your chances for quick and easy sex. But those days are over. You will never sabotage an easy lay again. Now, how would you like me to reveal all this to you so you can go out tonight and bring home a hot chick that wants to fuck? Well, you're in luck because I haven't removed this video yet. It's going to be pulled pretty soon, so pay very close attention. Since you've come this far with me, here are 2 tips that will skyrocket the amount of women you have sex with. Sexual escalation secret number 1. Turn yourself on by picturing the woman you want naked. Now, this may sound a little crazy, but your horniness will actually protect you from rejection. Trust me, when your focus is on getting laid, not being liked, all your fear and approach anxiety instantly vanishes. See, when you get yourself horny, you automatically start doing all of the right things around women, and you turn her on at the same time. When you're turned on, your eye contact will get her aroused. You'll naturally drift closer to her, and she'll start getting wet for you. You become the sexy caveman every woman wants, and you separate yourself from all the other guys who are there being timid or friendly without that sexual edge. All right, sexual escalation secret number 2. The key to unlocking a woman's legs is in your hands. This is the most shocking thing that my students have discovered from my teaching. You see, most guys think they've won the girl when they've gotten her number or kissed her. All lies. The only indicator that you have a live one ready to fuck you is mutual hand caressing. Bet you haven't heard that before. If you really want to know if you're going to get laid tonight, try this test. Simply take a girl's hands and start caressing her fingers. Either she'll pull her hand away, which means try again later, or she'll caress your hand back and get a sexy look on her face. Her eyes will get wide, and it's officially on. By caressing your hand, she's admitted she wants to sleep with you. And at this point, you can take her home right away. Sound too good to be true? Let's hear from Andrew. Last weekend, I went out and did 4 approaches. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I made out with 2 girls and banged one of them in the toilet of the club. That's the first time I've ever done that. Totally due to your method. Can't wait to get out there and practice it more. By the way, Andrew's in the UK, so when he says toilet, I think he means the bathroom, not the actual toilet. Now, I'm going to reveal the secret that will change your sex life forever. So if you're not ready to get laid tonight, this is your last chance to leave. By agreeing to finish the video, you're making a commitment to leave your old life behind and come join me on the journey to redefine the rules for what kind of women you can get, how hot she can be, how many minutes you need with a woman before you have sex with her. If you want to leave right now, I won't be offended. Okay, you want the secret? Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Wise choice. The answer to all your problems and challenges with women is mastering nature's auto-seduction mechanism. Auto-seduction is a simple 3-step system any man can use because it leverages the natural process that has caused men and women to mate for thousands of years. It's like putting a key into a lock and opening up her naughty sexual side, the part she only shows the guys she sleeps with. Step 1, you find the woman you have a spark for. Step 2, you amplify the sexual tension so she wants to go somewhere alone with you. Step 3, arouse her to the point of no return where it'd be harder for her not to fuck you. The best part, there are only 3 easy steps, and I will teach you all of them in automatic seduction. Now, I promised I'd show you how to find the hottest women in the crowd most likely to fuck you. And that's why I created this first module, Woman Ignition. This is the manual on finding women out of the crowd who are already genetically hardwired to fuck you. Now, as I've said, you have to say very little to get a woman hot and bothered enough to rip your pants off. So I've kept the what to say portion very lean. What I've given you instead is a process for how to find the women most likely to go home with you, the ones you think are insanely hot. This works in any public place, be it a bar, a party, a college campus, the mall, whether you know the people there or not. It's like a metal detector for interested women. It's so easy that you could go out and use it tonight. This method works, even if you're totally shy and not in the mood to talk to anyone. Even if you're absolutely terrified of approaching women, approaching isn't required. Did you know that? And even if you're smash drunk, well, it happens. Since opening or starting conversations is the thing that guys seem to have the most trouble with, I've made this process rejection proof. You'll learn 3 techniques that make a woman think it was her idea to come talk to you. So she'll remember your first meeting as, I thought he was hot and had to go meet him. A surprisingly underused tactic to make a woman ask if she's met you before. You sort of hack her brain to make her see you as very familiar. How to make your interaction look to the rest of the world like it's an instant attraction with sparks flying instead of guy hits on girl. This will keep her friends from cock-blocking you. My easy color-coded method to finding out which women in the bar are most eager to sleep with you right now. This will get you away from those 2-hour time wasters that just want attention and instead get you talking to the women who are already fantasizing about fucking you. Because this is so under the radar, you can use this when you're out with friends, by yourself, or at a networking event. This is rejection proof because no one can ever call you out for being a player or trying to get laid. You don't even have to be social, since you can make women come up to you instead. This module by itself is usually $47, but I have something special for you in a few moments. The next part of mastering nature's auto-seduction mechanism is fearless escalation, the only way to get a woman sex ready in minutes. If you've been told it takes hours or days or even weeks to get a woman ready to have sex with you, this is a huge lie you need to rid yourself of right away. The fact is, it often takes 5 minutes or less, and all you need to do is escalate the vibe with her, make the right physical connection using only your hands, and get her out of there. In Fearless Escalation, I'll show you what to do once you've found the girl that has even the teeniest spark of sexual interest that you found using woman ignition. No matter how microscopic that spark is, you can turn it into a blazing fire so big that all she'll be able to think about is kissing down your stomach and wrapping her hot lips around you. You do this by making the interaction feel sexual. You know it. She knows it, but she can't call you on it. You're not doing anything. Anyone watching can tell there's sexual tension, but they can't figure out why. You're holding seductive eye contact, standing the exact distance apart, and keeping the right facial expressions no matter what she says. You'll make the physical connection so that she non-verbally admits she wants to fuck you, all while you plan your next move. In the first 2 modules, you'll have everything you need to get her gushing to go home with you, in which you'll need fast sexual arousal. This module has one mission: get her past the point of no return. All women know there's a point in the seduction where she is so turned on that she has to have sex with you or she won't be able to sleep. If you've heard of the term anti-slut defense, this is where a woman throws up resistance to prevent herself from getting to this point. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever had a girl on your bed with some clothes off, or at least kissing, but nothing happened? Have you ever had a girl you could make out with, but for some reason never went beyond that? Have you ever had a woman flake when you were sure she was in the bag? I had the same thing happen again and again until I discovered what's in this third module: fast sexual arousal. You'll learn how to make women see you as the 1% of guys it's okay to sleep with on the first night. 3 ways to get her fondling your penis in minutes. This works even if she doesn't want to cuddle with you. And this gets her so wet she has to unlock her legs for you. It's almost unfair. The key to getting her so turned on that she can't go to sleep tonight without feeling you inside of her. How to be a lover that gets her coming back for sex again and again. There are only 5 keys to this, and you're most likely doing 2 of them already. And the last module we have, relationship roulette. This is where some students say, hold up, 60. What if I don't want a relationship? I just want to get laid, brother. That's fine. I totally feel you. This module is for men who want to sleep with a woman more than once. So we're talking about many different types of relationships here. Yes, once you've mastered getting quick sex with women, you're going to want to keep at least some of them around. You might want a girlfriend, which is fine. You might want a stable of fuck buddies in a daily rotation, which is also fine. By the way, this is a lot easier than you think. With relationship roulette combined with the 3 earlier modules, finding a girl who wants to be your fuck buddy is easy. Heck, finding 7 girls who want to blow once a week comes very doable with a little practice. You may not want to go that far, but it's there if you want it. In this module, you'll master how to make a woman beg you to be her go-to guy for sexual release, even if she knows full and well you have no desires to date her. What to do if you want to make this woman a real committed relationship. Switching to girlfriend mode is easy once you have the seduction out of the way. Why the so-called bad boys perpetually have women all over them. And how you can do the same thing without being a jerk. Hint, it's not confidence and it's not even attitude. How to keep the power in any relationship, casual or committed, so you keep the burning desire on both sides and never fall into the fights, or worse, boredom that so many couples deal with. Is this stuff important if you want a girlfriend? Yes. Is it important even if you want a bunch of one-night stands? Yes. Once you've gone through this module, you will extinguish any neediness you have with meeting women because you'll know the real deal. This module is also $47 on its own. But what about all 4 of them? I bet you're wondering what this all is going to cost. As I said before, I can show you on my official Amazon page what these items cost separately. Approaching $47, escalating $47, sex $47, relationships $47. So that would be $188 altogether. Now, since you stayed with me through this whole video, the last thing I want you to do is go and pay full price for everything. You're here for a reason. You're smart. You know that it's very likely I'm going to give you a shocking discount at the end of this video. And to be honest, you're right. But just to make this a complete no-brainer, I'm going to add a couple more on the pile for you. You'll also get killer bonus number 1, the secrets of approaching hot women. As everyone knows, if you can't go up and say hi and get the interaction started, you're never going to get laid. This bonus knocks through all of that with ease. Killer bonus number 2, the Seducer's Mastermind Club, skill builder videos, attraction reports, and player guides. Now, this is a members-only club that's going to give you information and videos that are available nowhere else out there. And killer bonus number 3, the Unstoppable Attraction Report. Creating attraction is one of the most important and one of the easiest parts of seduction if you know how to do it. This report's going to give you some tips you can implement instantly to nail that attraction from the very start. Getting all of these separately would cost you $368, but you're not going to pay $368 or even the standard book price of $198. By the way, how much do you think it's worth to have a story like this from Rex? I ended up going home with a 22-year-old blonde this past weekend. This is a must-have. Or for Mike, holy shit, this has got to be one of the easiest lays I've ever gotten thanks to 60's super simple system. How much would that be worth to you? Well, I'll tell you what. Your investment for the full 4 modules of the automatic seduction system, including the Sexual Secrets Audio, Seduction Masterminds Club, and Unstoppable Attraction, total value of $368, will be $97. Unless you buy at the end of this video. For acting fast, you'll get it for $67. If you need to take some time and think, that's fine. And believe me, these are well worth the full $188 price point on Amazon if you want to buy these later. That's totally cool. But I can't give you these bonuses unless you order by the end of this video. I want to reward people who take fast action. So get the bonuses and an 82% discount at $67. All you need to do is click the Add to Cart button below this video to go to the shopping cart. And of course, you're protected by my ironclad triple money back guarantee, which means I'm taking all the risk so you can test drive the system at your convenience. Here's my promise to you. Use this for 60 days. If you don't get laid by a smoking hot girl that impresses all your friends and makes you want to post crazy, sexy photos of you and her together, ask for your money back. Or if you're a lazy piece of crap who can't get around to using the material for 60 days, ask for your money back. Though I'd feel very sorry if you didn't use this material in its full possibilities. Can you imagine if our buddy Mike just let this sit in his computer and he didn't use it? What if he looked at this material and decided, I'm going to think about it, and then went on about his day? He'd still be a virgin today. And what about Andrew from the UK? What if he'd put this off and spent the money on video games instead? Where would he be? Definitely not fucking a girl he just met in the bathroom. This is why I absolutely urge you to take action and click on the Add to Cart button right now and get an 82% discount at $67 plus a crap load of bonuses. Completely backed by a no questions asked 100% money back guarantee. What do you think your success story will be? Maybe getting a super hot lay the same night you start the course. A threesome. A fan club of hot and horny women who can't wait to fuck you every time you call them? Imagine what it would be like to look back today, wondering what would have happened if you hadn't clicked the same button that Mike, Andrew, and Rex all clicked to get the automatic seduction system. This is a fork in the road. You're going to decide if you want to continue as you are now or take the path to sexual abundance. You can't kid yourself that you have this area handled. You've been watching this video long enough that it's proof that this is an area you need help with, and that's totally okay as long as you take action to fix it. So at this point, there are 2 things you can do. You can continue what you've been doing with no results and keep being frustrated, lonely, and know you are settling for less than you deserve. You can keep watching the girls you like sleep with jerks and losers, knowing it should have been you getting laid instead. Or you can click the Add to Cart button and get the automatic seduction system with all the bonuses at $67 instead of $368 and start using nature's automatic mechanism to get yourself laid tonight. You'll get results like this. And if the automatic seduction system isn't everything you imagined and more, you can get a full refund with my money-back guarantee policy by sending me an email at chris@completegamesystem.com. However, I don't think that's likely. My material has gotten so many men laid that my refund rate is less than 1%. When you click the Add to Cart button, you'll be taken to a secure payment page where you can safely purchase the program. Then you'll be taken to a download page and be on your way to getting massive results with hot women in minutes. All you have to do is add the Click to Cart button and get started. Thanks, and I'll see you inside.